I love a bit of Lady Marmalade. Well, we've got Doug Robbins on the line, I hope. Are you there, Doug?
Yes, hi, Sarah.
Oh, great. Okay. I'm just trying to get the levels right because I'm very aware that when it comes over the radio, it sounds very strong from this end, but not always that strong from your end. So,
Okay,
so Doug, how's all the rehearsal process going at the moment for Propelled?
It's going very well, Sarah. It's quite intense at the moment, which you would know from acting in the past. But, it's a really great experience, and the whole team is getting together, and it's really coming together.
So who else is actually involved in the process with you at the moment, Doug?
Well, at the moment, I've got Sue Ellen Maunder, who's the director, and really at the moment we're quite in-depth with just the relationship between me and her. But also there's an audio woman, Tris Malloy, there's Kyle Wilson, and there's quite a few other creatives involved in the process. It's been a really good, tight sort of group, and I'm really enjoying it.
So, with the sort of marketing material that's going around at the moment, it's got formed or from an idea, Propelled, is from an idea by Sue Ellen. Can you tell us a little bit about that, about how it all came about, Doug?
Okay, yes. Well, I used to know Sue Ellen when I was studying at university. She directed our class in our third year production, and she told me that she had always been interested in the movement of my wheelchair and just how different it was to other actors. And she contacted me in March last year and sort of said that they were interested in looking at issues of disabilities and new ideas for theatre, and basically that's how it started.
So, obviously, it's been very much a concept that's come about from, something that you've known each other, a couple of years now, I guess. And how long ago were you at university with her?
I finished, that was probably 5 years ago when that happened. So,
and that was at JCU out here in Cairns?
Yes, it was at JCU Cairns, yes.
And so, with the process now that you're actually on the rehearsal floor and in the theatre, how has everything has the process changed a lot as far as, is there a lot that's being discovered and added in, or was there a fairly solid sort of approach that is being rehearsed around? How would you describe how the process is working?
Well, really, it's working very well at the moment, but thanks to Jane Modrich's script that she's written for it, it's made the process a lot easier to get into the character of Doug, which is slightly different to myself, but it's still the same character. But slowly, it's the second week. I just finished on Friday, and through that time, it has slowly gotten more in depth and given me more. Suellen's given me more freedom to express the emotion behind the words.
So, tell us a little bit about the character of Doug. Gone very quiet.
Yes, no, the character of Doug is roughly based on things that I've done in my life, situations that I've been put in, and just finding ways around getting through it. But it's slightly different. The character is, I guess, a bit more hesitant and locked into their ways, and it takes a very strange event to get him to realise that, the world, everyone's got problems, but there's always a way to get through it.
And you mentioned Jane Modric, because she's, you've worked in collaboration with Jane. So how has that collaboration process worked, as far as what has she been asking from you and what have you been asking from her?
Okay, well, in May of last year, we did the creative development for it. And basically, I just sat in the room with the creatives and just expressed stories of my life, issues that people with disabilities face, kindness of people, feel-good stories, but also, quite in-depth emotional stuff like, what do you think about death? What do you think about relationships? And then slowly me and Jane got together and really, had to form a bit of a bond so we could understand each other. And in the writing, she has really brought out, I guess, the inner essence of Doug and the character Doug.
And how, I mean, you're no stranger to theatre, Doug. I know that personally, and some of the listeners out there might have already seen you with regards to Tropical Arts, where you've, what was it, All's Well That Ends Well and Midsummer Night's Dream were a couple of the productions that you've worked in?
Yes.
Yeah, and basically, how different is it now feeling to be on the stage at Jute?
Yes, it's a strange feeling because this play is a one-hander, so I'm the solo actor. So in that essence, it's quite different. Just the fact that the director has, 90% of the time focus on you, and you don't really get a break, so it is very in-depth and more intense than I'm used to. But yeah, I'm relishing the opportunity.
I was going to say, so with the process, yeah, you did mention before about it being quite intense, but what is it that is causing, I guess, what are you really enjoying about that intensity and that process? What's it doing for you?
It's allowing me to use my skills that I learned at university, and now that we've got all the script down and the lines are in the memory, now we get the opportunity to play, and that, I think, is the exciting part of the acting experience, is playing and finding out what's going to work, what might not work, and just playing and having a great time doing it.
And how would you describe what is the story Propelled? What for someone who's thinking about coming to see it? What is the story about?
It's about I guess I could say it's about a young man that's quite stuck in his ways. He's a funny bloke who's just trying to find his way in the world, and all of a sudden obstacles are in front of him. He has to confront emotions that he's not comfortable confronting, and it's just about the ability of, we all need help to overcome obstacles, and there's no problem in asking for that help or finding alternate ways around problems.
Do you feel that some members of the audience will find the production confronting, Doug?
Yes, I do believe it will be quite confronting for people. Just with the read-throughs that we've done for audiences, they found it very confronting, especially some scenes that are involve almost sort of life and death situations.
Yeah.
And there's been some tears in the reading room. So yes, they will find it very confronting.
Oh, that's great, because I mean, I don't know about yourself, but I always feel that the beauty of theatre and live theatre is because you go for a live experience so that you get some kind of emotional shift. So by the sounds of things, Propelled will definitely fulfil that, would you say?
Yes, I believe it will, but the beauty of theatre is that every person get something different out of that live experience, as you were saying.
Yeah, definitely.
And, I think it'll just be but in saying that, it's not a sentimental piece. It is sort of. There will be times when the audience is confronted, but there'll be also times where the audience can just sit back and take stock and say, wow, look what's possible.
Well, I, for one, am really looking forward to coming to see the production. When are you opening, Doug?
Opening night is 31st of January.
Yeah.
And we do a run through to the 8th of Feb.
And so runs for a week, is that correct?
Yes, barring Sunday and Monday.
So only quite a short run, really?
Yes. When you consider runs at the Duke Theatre normally.
Yeah, they normally run for 2 to 3 weeks, don't they? So really, if anyone wants to see it, they need to make sure that they come and, because you've only got a week to basically see the production.
Yes,
yeah,
that's right.
Okay. Well, look, thank you so much for talking to us this morning, Doug. And is there anything that you wanted to particularly say, or anything that I haven't mentioned that you wanted to mention yourself?
No, you've been a very good interviewer.
Oh, you're too kind. Well, all I can say is good luck with the rest of the rehearsal process, because what have you got? A couple more weeks before you're all out. It's, what are we now, the 19th or something today, aren't we? 18th today.
Yeah, it'll be very intense for another week.
Yeah.
And then sort of off and on with rehearsing with the tech and doing final runs and final dress rehearsals. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
You get to dress up, do you?
Yeah. No idea what I'm wearing at the moment. It could be, it could even be al natural. I don't even know.
Oh, it could be a fez cap. There we go.
That's right,
yeah. Oh, Doug. Well, all the best. And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So that's Propelled, that opens at Jute on the 31st of May. Sorry, 31st of January, not May. And then runs through till February the 8th. So just a short season. And yourself, Doug Robbins, being the main man. And that's your... Is it your story, would you say, Doug? Or is it just a story that relates closely to you? Is that...
In essence, you could say it's my story, but there is some discrepancies between myself and the character, but mainly on experiences, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, all power to you.